Cargill Dry Corn Ingredients, located on the west side of Paris. We believe the world eats better when we eat together. That's Cargill, helping the world thrive. The Paris Sports Network would like to give a big thank you to our affiliate sponsors Dan and Sherry Hutchings, Steve and Lynn Young, Paul and Kathy Porter, Denny and Mary Lou Pine, and Tom and Marnita Stuck. Mark, Amy, Salem, and Sarah Isef support Paris Athletics and implore its athletes to play hard and study harder. Church Insurance is an independent agency specializing in home and auto, life and health, as well as business and farm insurance. For over 100 years, Church Insurance has been servicing Edgar and surrounding counties. Stop by their office at 116 East Court Street and talk to Bruce, Ann, or Tay, and let them take care of your insurance needs. You can also give them a call at 465-4022 or visit their website at churchinsagency.com. Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. Diamond Brothers Insurance, LLC has been providing security and peace of mind for individuals, businesses, and government entities for over 150 years. Their agency philosophy is to serve their communities with excellent service, advanced technology, and comprehensive insurance protection. Visit any of their 44 locations throughout the state of Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. You can give them a call at 465-5041 or stop by 111 Sheriff Street in Paris.
Good evening. You are listening to the Paris Sports Network. We are at North Vermilion High School for night number 2 in the Tiger Volleyball season. We are set for the national anthem here in Cayuga. I guess one more round of warm-ups looks like. This is Clay Best, again bringing you volleyball action on the Paris Sports Network. Do things a little differently over here in the IHSSA for volleyball. Instead of breaking the segments up in different times on the clock, looks like they throw the entirety of the warm-up period up on the clock. which now reads under 7 minutes. Tigers warming up down on the baseline, while the Falcons, hosting North Vermilion, have the court. Tigers come into this match 0-1, losing in 2 sets last night to Heritage. That match was in Broadlands, faced a very competitive and challenging group from the 1A school of Heritage. Stretches of great volleyball from your Tigers. But a young group up against a Heritage team that's going to make some noise come postseason play, especially in the class that they play. Tonight, Tigers going up against North Vermilion. North Vermilion 1-1 on the season. Max Preps lists their loss and win as 3-0 contest. One other thing I'm not sure about Indiana high school volleyball is if it's a best of 5 and those scores are correct, or if it's a typo and we still play best of 3. I'm sure somebody in this gym knows. 5.5 minutes before we get started here. Appreciate you joining us. If you weren't able to catch any of that JV contest, Lady Tigers lost in straight sets. That was a best of 3 match. North Vermilion took both of the 2 sets. Now the varsity squads are warming up. We'll let them finish that out in the final 5 minutes. Come back and we'll let you hear the national anthem and then get you starting lineups, and we'll be all set for volleyball time once those are ready. So here are those commercials. You are listening to the Parasports Network.
Golf season will be here before you know it. And Eagle Ridge Golf Course in Paris offers one of the preeminent courses in East Central Illinois and West Central Indiana. Their Wednesday night league will be starting up soon, but they also offer special services such as corporate events, receptions, and group lessons. Call 463-3434 or visit eagleridgeparis.com. Great Heart Seed is dedicated to providing the American farmer with the most profitable corn, soybean, wheat, and alfalfa lines. Their vision is to work on your farm, helping you build higher yields and bigger profits. Contact them at 465-4132. Great Heart, great yields. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Lot 50 Brewing, located at 112 East Court Street, is the only brewing company in town. Bring your friends, family, or co-workers in for an evening of games, drinks, and conversation. Order food from other local restaurants or bring your own. Stop in and watch the owners Bruce Young, Steve Combs, and Doug Smitkamp work for you. Lot 50 is open Wednesday through Sunday. Check them out at lot50brewing.com. See Diamond Financial for all of your income tax needs. Ben Lucan has 30 years of income tax preparation experience. He and his well-trained staff can take care of all of your personal, corporate, partnership, trust, and not-for-profit tax returns. They'll also take care of all of your payroll and bookkeeping needs as well. See them at 208 East Jasper Street or call 465-8562. Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup. commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark counties since 1950. Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30. Located at 500 West Jasper Street in Paris, Soleil Body Salon offers 5 lay-down and 1 stand-up tanning bed, as well as spray tan services. They also have a nail technician, an esthetician, and a hairstylist. Give Leslie and her staff a call at 465-7546. Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548.
Starting lineups being introduced here at North Vermilion High School. First for your visiting Lady Tigers. Emily Wells, Carradine Hoffman, Kendra Young, Jacoba Harkar, Rachel Stone, Jaden Bishop, and Becca Miner, starters for your Tigers. One change from last night. Jada McClaskey got to start in the opening contest. We saw Rachel Stone check in a handful of times, mainly to serve. Tonight she will get the start. As we now listen to the North Vermilion starting lineup. Tigers will be on the left side of your screen, North Vermilion on the right. Falcons in blue. Paris in their black uniforms and orange numbers. Waiting for the officials' cue for libero substitutions. Minor in right away for Bishop. And junior wearing gray for North Vermilion, Callie Naylor. On to the floor for senior Megan Davis. 5 seniors on this North Vermilion team. Again, coming into this match 1-1. They will serve first. And we are underway here in Cayuga. Stone a dig, Wells a set, cross-court Hoffman. Hits one over the block, North Vermilion collision in the center of the court. Everybody's fine for the Falcons. Into the Tiger offense. Hoffman pushes another one over. North Vermilion recovers, free ball coming to the Tigers. Harkar and Stone both go for it. Wells gets a piece to Young from the center of the court. Does her job, point Tigers. Wells serving. Sends one over. Dug out by North Vermilion's libero. Here's the Tiger offense now. Wells a set backwards to Harkar. Left-handed swing. Dug out by North Vermilion. Backwards set themselves. Handled by Stone in the back row. Here's Hoffman. Has to push it across as the set let her into the net. North Vermilion had a chance, but didn't take advantage of it. Tigers back to Young. Whistle blows, and a violation double hit on the Tigers. Naylor serving. Tigers get it over. Young with the final swing, push it across. North Vermilion nearly let it go to the floor. Were able to recover, then send a shot right into the chest of Becca Miner, who couldn't handle it. Receiving air, point North Vermilion. Naylor a second serve. Floats one right over the net, and Stone couldn't get there in time. Laid out, good effort, but a better serve leads to a 3-1 lead for North Vermilion. Naylor to Miner this time. Wells a set. Young a swing that hits the tape and falls on the right side of the net. Point Paris. McClaskey checks in for Stone. Expect that to be the rotation that we see for the Tigers. Just a different starting lineup. Similar to what we saw last night as far as McClaskey and Stone trading places, and right away miscommunication up at the net as Young and McClaskey both went for it. The error results in a point for the Falcons. Lindsey Freed serving. Hoffman laid out, and after she dug it out, went right back over the net. Then a swing lands out of bounds, point Paris. Young back to serve. Sends one in the back row, handled there nicely through the offense of North Vermilion, and it'll result in a point. Well executed point there from the Falcons. All started with an excellent dig by Naylor, and it's 5-3 Falcons. But a service error gives serve right back to the Tigers. Samantha Kindred checking in for Paris to serve. She replaces Harkar. Then an overpass from North Vermilion allowed the Tigers to put a swing on it up at the net. Can't take advantage. North Vermilion give it back into their offense. Pushed across from Kindred. She had to dive over Wells. Whistle blows and a violation call on North Vermilion. Lift is called. Point Paris. Kindred serving into North Vermilion's offense. Hoffman nearly went for it. Thought better of it. Let it go out of bounds. Point Tigers. (6-5). Paris' first lead of the contest. Kindred another serve. Swing near side from North Vermilion. Handled by Paris. McClaskey sends one across. Dugout back row. Set backwards for the Falcons. A swing that's mishandled by Hoffman. And North Vermilion ties it up and earns a serve back. Megan Davis back to serve for North Vermilion. Kindred, McClaskey, Miner, Hoffman. Those last two, Miner and Hoffman, miscommunicate and let it bounce right between them. And it results in an ace for North Vermilion. Those four on the court for the Tigers, along with Wells and Bishop. Another serve from Davis, this time handled by the Tigers. Over on the second hit, Bishop gets up, smacks one that nearly got to the floor. An excellent save from North Vermilion. Then they got lucky as the ball went onto the other side of the net, then fell to the floor. So it's 8-6. Another serve from Davis is going to sail along. Point Paris on the air. Stone back in for McClaskey. From the service line, Stone into the back row, North Vermilion. Clean set and a swing that sails long. Point Tigers. Stone again ready, but leaves it short this time. Point North Vermilion. (9-8). North Vermilion leaves. Set. This time a swing from Wells. That's going to result in a point. Kill for Emily Wells. On the set from Kindred. Big round of applause from the bench and the Tiger fans. Mentioned last night, girls in different roles this year asked to do more than what they did last year just from what the Tigers lost. That was after a Wells miss hit. This time she takes full advantage of her first swing. Second swing is good as well. Into the back corner. North Vermilion is able to get it back over. Handled by Miner. Set from Kindred. Swing from Kendra Young. To the court it goes. Point Tigers. Miner to serve again. Handled by North Vermilion. 5 girls all in one spot for the Falcons, but they'll get out of it. As it went off the net, then off the fingertips of Wells. Point North Vermilion. (10-10). Free to serve, and into the net she goes. Pardon me, that was Jenna Bailey on the service error. Point Tigers. Wells now gets it over. North Vermilion through their offense. Going to give up a free ball. No, not so much, as the swing sent a ball right over the top of the tape that Young couldn't handle. Falls on Paris' side, point North Vermilion. We're tied up at 11. Short serve, handled by Minor. Wells to Harkar, who hits one off the side of her fist. And then a heavy swing from North Vermilion's Ava Martin. She got all of it. To the court it goes, point North Vermilion. Best swing of the night so far from either side. And then another service error, point Paris. Hoffman back to serve. McClaskey checks back in for Stone, but Hoffman's serve is long, point North Vermilion. Falcons ready to serve. High toss from Freed this time. Tigers swing from Harkar, well long, point North Vermilion. Jacoba still trying to get dialed in here early on in the season. Just the second match. Young swing, handled by North Vermilion. This one is an overpass into the net, but North Vermilion will be able, no, that's a fourth hit. Point Tigers. (14-13). Young to serve. Good serve from Kendra Young, and North Vermilion just let it go. Point Tigers. (14-all). Young to serve again. Another good serve, this time handled in the back row. Set. Not much on it. Goes off speed, does Martin. Earns a point for the Falcons, and the serve back, it's 15-14. Serve into the net from Martin. One of those that every once in a while, you hit it hard enough, it'll crawl over. That one does not, in favor of the Tigers, and it's all tied up at 15. As Samantha Kindred checks back in. Serve handled by North Vermilion. Second hit across goes North Vermilion. McClaskey pushes one over for the Tigers. Set this time from the Falcons. Free ball over, and Hoffman swung at it with her left hand. Her and Minor were both there. Hoffman went after it. Unable to handle it, point North Vermilion. Good serve from the Falcons, handled by the Tigers, and not going to be able to get it back over the net, though. That was Kindred who won after it last. Wells and Bishop both over there. Neither one got a hand on it. 17-15. Falcons up by 2. We close in on that 25 mark. Hoffman a dig, overpass, and attacking was the front row Megan Kane for the Falcons. Point North Vermilion. Davis serving. Rifles one off the right arm of Carradine Hoffman. Point North Vermilion. Davis again. Handled by Minor. Set from Kindred. Swung on by Wells. Then a dig that goes up into the structures. North Vermilion able to get it back over. Bishop a swing. Too long. Point North Vermilion. Tigers need to stop this run right here. And get Davis off of that service line. Sends another one that is handled by Minor. Wells unable to get it over. And we are going to have a timeout called by Coach Pinkston. Our first one of the match. It's 21-15. North Vermilion is out to a 6-point advantage. We'll take a quick break on the Parasports Network.
Our pregame show is sponsored by White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195. Cargill Dry Corn Ingredients, located on the west side of Paris. We believe the world eats better when we eat together. That's Cargill, helping the world thrive.
Both teams out of that timeout. Davis still serving for North Vermilion. Serve into the back row, handled by Minor. Wells pushes it over. North Vermilion on the second hit. That is Crabtree. Ticey Crabtree taking advantage of the empty space on the Tiger defense, and it's 22-15. Serve from Davis. Handled by the Tigers, and then they go backwards and forth on just one hit apiece. Now the Tigers in their offense. McClaskey, a swing from the center of the court. Handled by North Vermilion. Free ball coming. Handled by Hoffman to Kindred. Sets Bishop. A swing. Handled by North Vermilion, but an overpass back to the Tigers. Minor had it. Kindred again. This time sets Wells. Wells swings and it goes off of the fingertips of North Vermilion to the court. Point Paris. Much needed point for the Tigers. Stone back to serve. Rachel needs to rattle off a few here for the Paris offense. North Vermilion handles this time. Now Kindred digs. Minor is set. Wells had to run a long way to get to it, and because of that, her momentum took her over that center line. Point North Vermilion. Crabtree now serving, and an ace for the Falcons brings us to set point. Crabtree another serve, handled by Minor. Kindred is set. Hoffman swing into the back row, handled by North Vermilion. Back set. Far side pushed across. That lands back on the Falcon side. Bishop went up to attack it. Couldn't get it back over the net. And with a point for Vermilion, that'll end the first set. It's 1-0. Here in North Vermilion, we'll take a break on the Paris Sports Network and be back with set number 2.
The Paris Sports Network would like to give a big thank you to our affiliate sponsors, Dan and Sherry Hutchings, Steve and Lynn Young, Paul and Kathy Porter, Denny and Mary Lou Pine, and Tom and Marnita Stuck. Church Insurance is an independent agency specializing in home and auto, life and health, as well as business and farm insurance. For over 100 years, Church Insurance has been servicing Edgar and surrounding counties. Stop by their office at 116 East Court Street and talk to Bruce, Ann, or Tay, and let them take care of your insurance needs. You can also give them a call at 465-4022 or visit their website at churchinsagency.com. Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopfmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. Diamond Brothers Insurance, LLC has been providing security and peace of mind for individuals, businesses, and government entities for over 150 years. Their agency philosophy is to serve their communities with excellent service, advanced technology, and comprehensive insurance protection. Visit any of their 44 locations throughout the state of Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. You can give them a call at 465-5041 or stop by 111 Sheriff Street in Paris. Golf season will be here before you know it, and Eagle Ridge Golf Course in Paris offers one of the preeminent courses in East Central Illinois and West Central Indiana. Their Wednesday night league will be starting up soon, but they also offer special services such as corporate events, receptions, and group lessons. Call 463-3434 or visit eagleridgeparis.com.
Teams are out of that timeout between sets a minute early. So we will wait for the officials to check lineups and rotation before we start play here for set number 2. Last night brought you the game action as I was out at the high school, played the stream of from Heritage. Tonight, North Vermilion does have a YouTube channel, but I was able to make it in person. First away varsity contest that I have broadcasted for the Tigers. So this is something different. Like this a lot better, even no matter how comfy that bin is out at the high school. Tigers to serve first. North Vermilion gives up a free ball, handled by Stone. Wells a set, Harkar a swing. Kept it in play this time. That's a start, Jacobin. North Vermilion through their offense. Handled by Stone. Maybe another set coming. No, this time goes to Young. Young a swing off of a Falcon. And out of bounds, Point Paris. Just get one in play like Jacoba did there. Like going to the free throw line after a long drought from the field. Seeing a basketball go in the hoop. Or seeing a seeing eye single go through the hole in softball or baseball. Point earned that time on the serve from Emily Wells. It's 2-0 Tigers. Another good serve. Handcuffed to Falcon, but she's able to handle it. North Vermilion gets it back over. Wells a set. Young had to reach. Didn't get all of it, but got it across, and a free ball coming for the Tigers. Stone. Wells, a set cross court. Hoffman pushed it over as she saw a two-person block coming from North Vermilion, and then a swing from Harkar. That goes just far. Tigers asking for a tip, not going to get it. Point North Vermilion. Watching the replay of that one, couldn't tell if there was a tip or not as Tigers are into their offense. Hoffman's going to get a swing. Over she goes. North Vermilion, overpass, out of bounds, Point Tigers. McClaskey into the front row for the Tigers. And Emma Kemper seeing her first varsity action this season. Kemper into serve. Sends one over. Handled by North Vermilion. Swing near side. Handled by Kemper in the back row. Wells a set. Cross court McClaskey. Swing from Jaden. Handled by the libero of North Vermilion. Far side swing for the Falcons this time. Minor there to save it. This ball's going to wind up on the North Vermilion side, and up in the air to slam it home was Ava Martin. Martin twice now has shown a display of power. That one on the attack from defense. McClaskey a dig on the serve, and then they're going to call an infraction on the Tigers as they consider that ball already over the net. When McClaskey went up and touched it. Point North Vermilion is 3-3. Another attack from North Vermilion up front. This time Megan Davis, who's been impressive from the service line tonight. Now earns a point from up front for the Falcons. It's 4-3. Service error, however. Side out, Point Paris. Bishop back into the front row. Young to serve. Young a good serve. That's unable to be handled. Give Kendra an ace. Point Tigers. Who are we going to make do the ACE chant this year? I'm looking down to see who we can borrow to get to that. I see Mr. Cox down there. Maybe we'll talk him into filling in those shoes once we get back to our home court. Another point for the Tigers at 6-4. Young still serving. Great serve, Kendra Young on the line. Point Tigers. Another ace for Kendra Young. Ball had some speed on it. Another good serve. Another ace. Kendra Young. Timeout, North Vermilion. Kendra Young rattles off a few aces and service points in a row. Falcons try to stop that right away. Let's take a quick break and be back here on the Parasports Network.
Great Heart Seed is dedicated to providing the American farmer with the most profitable corn, soybean, wheat, and alfalfa lines. Their vision is to work on your farm, helping you build higher yields and bigger profits. Contact them at 465-4132. Great Heart, great yields.
Young back to the service line. Sends this one down the right side. Harkar attacked it. Now Bishop attacks. To the court it goes. Point Paris. Young another strong serve into the back row. North Vermilion going to send an easy off-speed ball over. Kemper a set. McClaskey ran into the net to get to it. Good play there from Jaden. Here's a set to the other Jaden. Bishop a swing to the court. Jaden Bishop with a kill. Young still going. Great serve right over the top of the net. North Vermilion a swing blocked by Bishop. North Vermilion gets it back over. Kemper will set. Harkar will swing and out of bounds. Point North Vermilion. Now we've got a tip call. Overturned. Point Tigers. Young still serving. Ace for Kendra. Went back to watch the replay again as here's another ace from Kendra Young. Went back to watch that tip call. Another one really close to see happen. He's also looking to see who overturned this near official. It took a few seconds for anybody to say anything. North Vermilion will not get it over in 3 hits. Point Paris. 14-4. Young, another good serve, handled by North Vermilion. Pushed across. Harkar. Wells will set. Cross court McClaskey. A swing. Far side, handled by North Vermilion. Swing near side into the net. Point Tigers. Timeout, North Vermilion. Just a few minutes ago, this game was 4-3 in favor of the Falcons. Young took to the service line, and the Tigers have earned 12 straight points since that moment. Out of that timeout, Kendra looks to make it 13 straight. Here's a serve. On the deck goes a Falcon to dig that one out. Swing goes off of the Tiger block as Martin earns his service back for North Vermilion. Well-deserved round of applause for the Tigers even after losing that point, as they'll play defense and return, now leading by 10. Martin to serve after that swing. Overpass from the Tigers. North Vermilion got it back. Now Bishop pushes it over on the third hit. Set towards the middle from North Vermilion. Never got over, but no whistle blown. And there it is on the fourth hit, as that was a ball that went into the net. I believe at least one of the officials thought that a Tiger had touched it, but they got the call right, and it'll be service and point to the Tigers. Kendra to serve. Opposite corner she goes. Middle set for North Vermilion. Swung on and dug out by Minor. Wells a swing. She goes cross court. Falcons give a free ball. Minor a set this time. Wells again a swing. Again had all of her momentum going into the net, but was able to get enough on it and stay on her side of the court this time and earn the point. Kindred into the back row. North Vermilion gets a swing out of it, and Martin goes off of a Tiger blocker. Point North Vermilion. Ava Martin doing all she can to keep the Falcons in this set. Now the girl that the Tigers don't want to see at the service line, and Megan Davis steps up. Tigers handle this first one. Wells a swing. Handled by North Vermilion through their offense. Flat-footed swing. Dug out by Minor. Backward set Kindred. Swing from Wells off of North Vermilion. Overpass goes to Bishop, who got up high to swat it down back towards the North Vermilion side. Back to the Tiger offense. Kendra to set. McClaskey swings. Handled by North Vermilion. Second hit goes across from the setter of North Vermilion. McClaskey tries to push one next to the block of North Vermilion. Couldn't finesse it enough. Point Falcons. Good serve from Davis. Handled by Kemper off the tape. That's a difficult one to read. Able to get to it and set things up for the Tigers, but Wells unable to connect the way she wanted to. Point North Vermilion. Got to get Davis off the service line. This one, well, she'll do it herself. Out of bounds, point Paris. (18-8). Stone in to serve. North Vermilion through the motion, then out of motion, as they let the ball drop in between 4 or 5 Falcons. Point Paris. Stone another serve. Handled by North Vermilion. Near side swing coming. Blocked up into the air. Falls on North Vermilion side. Falcons have it. Middle swing and blocked by Jaden Bishop. To the court it goes. Point Tigers. Ava Martin had another good swing on it, but Bishop was already there when the ball got across the net. Jaden earns a point. Another serve for Rachel Stone. North Vermilion, another swing near side. Hoffman unable to get it to a teammate off of her right hand. Point North Vermilion. 20-9. Serve from Crabtree. Handled by the Tigers. Kindred an athletic set to Bishop, who pushes it over. Falcons through their offense. Near side, another flat-footed swing. Wells hits one herself. Bishop back up in the air, swats it to the court. Point Tigers. Couple of huge points from Jaden Bishop, as she'll take a spot on the bench for a few points at least as Kendra Young comes back into the contest. Minor digs. Hoffman to Young. Free ball coming from North Vermilion. Overpass that Young goes up and taps back over to the Falcon side. North Vermilion swing near side. Handled by the Tigers. Back row attack. That was Stone flat-footed. North Vermilion swing that Minor gets a piece of, but not in the right direction, out of bounds. Point North Vermilion. (21-10) and an ace for North Vermilion as Jenna Bailey scores from the service line. 21-11. Another short serve, this one handled by Minor. Kindred is set. Wells a swing off of the North Vermilion block to the court. Point Tigers. Hardcar checks in for Kindred. Emily Wells back to serve. Good serve from Wells. Handled by North Vermilion. Set near side. Swing and out of bounds. Was there a touch? There was not. Point Tigers. Another solid swing from Ava Martin, unable to keep it in bounds though. So all for naught. Point Tigers. 2 points away from this second set victory. 1 point away from the second set victory. Wells serving. Goes a bit off speed. North Vermilion in their offense. Hits it to Stone. Wells a set. Hoffman flat-footed. Hits it in the perfect spot. Carrot and Hoffman wins it for the Tigers. 25-11, the final score of this second set. We're tied up 1 apiece. We'll take a break and be back here for the third. You're listening to the Parasports Network.
For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Mark, Amy, Salem, and Sarah Isef support Paris Athletics and implore its athletes to play hard and study harder. Lot 50 Brewing, located at 112 East Court Street, is the only brewing company in town. Bring your friends, family, or co-workers in for an evening of games, drinks, and conversation. Order food from other local restaurants or bring your own. Stop in and watch the owners, Bruce Young, Steve Combs, and Doug Smitkamp, work for you. Lot 50 is open Wednesday through Sunday. Check them out at lot50brewing.com. See Diamond Financial for all of your income tax needs. Ben Lucan has 30 years of income tax preparation experience. He and his well-trained staff can take care of all of your personal, corporate, partnership, trust, and not-for-profit tax returns. They'll also take care of all of your payroll and bookkeeping needs as well. See them at 208 East Jasper Street or call 465-8562. Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark County since 1950. Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30.
Set number 3 from Cayuga. Here we go. North Vermilion serving first. Tigers got it back to him. Now once again in their offense. Young, a heavy swing from the center of the court. North Vermilion handled for a second, then knocked it out of bounds. Point Paris. First point goes to the Tigers. Wells to serve. Dug out by North Vermilion. Then another swing from Ava Martin. Point Falcons. One. Stone a dig. Wells a hustle play to get to it. Then Harkar hits it back over. She was falling away. Impressive play all around from the Tigers' athleticism, and that'll earn them a point. Too hard of a hit from North Vermilion. Results in the side out. Tigers will make a couple of subs. Jada McClaskey and Emma Kemper back in for the Tigers. Kemper to serve. Overpass into the net, but North Vermilion still able to get it over. Minor digs, well sets. McClaskey up at the net, punches it over, actually landed on top of the net. Then landed on the Tiger side, point North Vermilion. Two. High toss and serve from North Vermilion, and a Kendra Young swing and a kill. Gives a serve back to the Tigers. Young now serving. Good serve from Kendra, handled by North Vermilion. Martin another swing and called inbounds, point North Vermilion. Tigers a swing from the far side. Side out, point North Vermilion. Went back to watch that Martin swing to see how close that was landing out of bounds. Initial look, can't really tell how close it was to that line. We have a 4-3 ball game, Falcon lead. McClaskey a swing into the back line for North Vermilion. They've got a chance here. Swing handled by Kemper. Set from Wells. Harkar a swing. Gets over the block in North Vermilion, but handled by the Falcons through their offense. Martin a fadeaway swing. Got it back to the Tiger side. Harkar another attempt. Hits off the block, then trickles over another Falcon. To the court it goes. Point Tigers. Samantha Kendra checks in for Paris. Back to serve. Handled by North Vermilion. Near side swing. Into the back row. Kemper's there. Kendrick cross court set to McClaskey, and off the tape to the court it goes. Not sure if the North Vermilion block got a piece of it. Either way, point Falcons. North Vermilion serve out of bounds. Service error, point Tigers. Stone to serve. North Vermilion is not going to get a hit away. Never got it back over. Point Tigers. Stone another serve. Dug out by Martin. Swing off the block of the Tigers. And then Wells pushed it over. North Vermilion another swing from the center of the court this time. Dug out by Stone. Set by Kindred. Back set to Wells. Flat-footed swing. North Vermilion in their offense. Swing goes under the net though. Point Paris. Tigers lead 7-5. Not exactly sure. Going to assume we're playing 3 sets. We'll keep an eye on the timeout situation. If the Tigers score a couple more, we're only playing to 15. I'm sure we'll get a timeout, but North Vermilion will end this mini run for the Tigers with a point of their own and earn the serve back. Serve from North Vermilion, handled by Hoffman. Kindred right back to Carradine. Swing from Hoffman, off of the tape, and a North Vermilion block attempt. To the court it goes, Point Paris. Young checks back in. She will join Hoffman and Wells up at the net. Kindred, Stone, and Minor behind them. Minor the serve. North Vermilion handles. Near side, push across coming. Kindred's there to Minor. Now Hoffman, another swing, goes off speed. Gets it through the block, then Young attacks on the overpass. North Vermilion through their offense. Near side hit to the court after it glances off of Stone's hand. Point North Vermilion. Hoffman, far side, flat-footed attack off the standard up top, and then a miss hit from North Vermilion, Point Paris. We are close to seeing Davis return to the service line for North Vermilion, so hopefully Wells can just rattle a bunch of points off here in a row for the Tigers. There's one via infraction by North Vermilion. Into the net goes Martin, Point Paris. Wells another serve. Good serve. Handcuffed North Vermilion's Bailey again. Tigers have done that a few times tonight. Here's Young a swing from center court. Handled by Freed. Martin a swing, into the net she goes. Martin might have bit off more than she could chew there, so to say, as she was fading away, and as many times as she's hammered one down the line tonight, was probably better off just laying up and getting that one over the net. Instead, she commits an attacking error. North Vermilion to take a timeout, trailing by 4 here in this third set. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in tonight. Hopefully this is your second night of Parasports Network volleyball action. Even in the loss last night, saw some quality volleyball, and both teams really started to come alive as we made our way through those 2 sets. What the Tigers did tonight, second set, much improved from the first set. Now trying to take set number 3 up by 4. With Emily Wells still behind the service line. Wells again goes right after Bailey, who struggles with it. In between hits is Bailey. Unable to handle it. Point Tigers. Wells right back to her, and again unable to handle it is Bailey. Point Paris, it's 13-7. Starting to get surprised that North Vermilion isn't running somebody else back there into that corner to help out Bailey here. Heavy swing handled by Minor. Overpass swung on by Megan Kane, who earns a point for North Vermilion in the serve back. Bailey had to feel like she was out there on an island there for those points. Nobody came to help, and somebody's had to come help Wells clean up the spot on the floor that she just slipped on. She calls for a towel and will do it herself. Now we're set for action. 13-9, Tiger lead. Kane to serve. Handled by Hoffman. Wells a set. Far side Harkar. Swing from the lefty. Off of Kane. To the court it goes. Point Paris. Jacoba fired up after that one. She felt good on that swing. Kemper and McClaskey check in for the Tigers. Kemper to serve. Mishandled by Freed, and it goes out of bounds. Point Paris. We play on to this third set. It's 15-9 Tigers. Kemper, a good serve. Might have had some knuckling action on it. Freed unable to handle. Point Paris. Freed, Naylor, and Bailey back there for North Vermilion. Kemper again goes after Freed. Freed again unable to handle. This time we will see relief. On the back line getting picked on. Crabtree checks in. Kemper now will go at Naylor, who had it above her head, off of her fingertips, and behind her out of bounds. Point Paris. And a timeout called by North Vermilion. Tigers up 18-9. We'll take a quick break and be back on the Paris Sports Network.
Located at 500 West Jasper Street in Paris, Soleil Body Salon offers 5 lay-down and 1 stand-up tanning bed, as well as spray tan services. They also have a nail technician, an esthetician, and a hairstylist. Give Leslie and her staff a call at 465-7546. Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153.
Teams out of that timeout. Kemper still serving. Another good serve, this time handled by North Vermilion. Swing coming from Martin into Kemper's dig. McClaskey swing far side. McClaskey nearly put one to the deck. North Vermilion saves. Great dig on another Martin hit from Kemper. And then Minor tries to get one over but sends it into the net. Point North Vermilion. (18-10). Crabtree to serve. Floats one over. McClaskey to Wells. Minor knocks one over. Handled by the Falcons. Swing coming from Martin. Well long. That ball leaves the court. Point Tigers. Bishop checks back in. Young to serve off the tape, handled by North Vermilion, however. Second hits a set, back line attack, goes out of bounds, Point Paris. That makes it 20-10. Young still serving. Young sends one into the net. Service error for the Tigers, point North Vermilion. Service game has been one of the highlights, I'd say, for the Tigers so far tonight. Very few errors, saw one there. But a handful of girls looking like they may have found their rhythm from behind that service line. Harkar sends one up high, then Wells gets it and somehow gets it back over the net, staying inside that antenna. North Vermilion a swing, however, from Bailey finds the court, point Falcons. Martin to serve. Good serve. Handled by Minor. McClaskey knocks one over. Then an overpass goes to Harkar, who gets up, swats it off a Falcon and out of bounds. Point Paris. Harkar checks out now as Kindred is back to serve. Good serve, handled by North Vermilion through their offense. Into the center of the court, there's Minor to Kindred. A set from McClaskey. Jaden the swing, off the Falcon block, then handled there, but knocked out of bounds where nobody can get to it in time. Point Paris. Kindred, Kemper, Minor, McClaskey, Wells, and Bishop on the court for the Tigers. They lead by 10. Serve from Kindred, handled in the back row. Second hit goes over for North Vermilion. Bishop pushes one into the back line. Right back to you goes North Vermilion. They find the empty court, however. Point Falcons back within 9. Naylor back to serve. Goes short. Minor is there to dig it out. Goes right back to the Falcon side. Swing from the center of the court is Kane. Handled by the Tiger defense. Wells has to push it over. She stepped on a foot, I believe. Gets up slowly. Looks like she's all right. More upset with herself for another center line infraction. Point goes to North Vermilion. It's 22-14. Serve goes to Minor. Kindred, McClaskey. Knocked over. Here's a swing from Martin in the back row that goes out of bounds. Point Paris. Stone checks in to serve. Hoffman checks in to play up front. Stone, service handled. Another second hit attack from North Vermilion. Wells pushes one over. Back to the Tigers. Bishop goes behind her head. Handled by North Vermilion. Swing near side. Stone hits, but Minor unable to get a swing on it. And it's 23-15. Tigers 2 away from this set. North Vermilion made a bit of a noise here in the last few points, however. Set coming for Hoffman. Hits one over. North Vermilion in their offense. Far side swing coming. Into the back row, handled by Kindred. Minor is set. Wells again, all her momentum headed towards the net, able to get it across, not much on it. Falcons with a swing, falling away themselves. Now a ball that I think Kane might have got a piece of it coming down, and Tigers are unable to recover. Point North Vermilion. Timeout Tigers as they try to regroup. Again, just needing 2 points to take this third set.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548.
Both teams back out onto the court. Tigers looking to finish this third set. Just 2 points away. North Vermilion made a bit of a run here. However, it's 23-16. Crabtree to serve. Crabtree, a service error, point Paris. Tigers with the set point. Minor to serve. Off the tape and curls back. No, they're going to say it hit the antenna. Point North Vermilion. Falcons to serve. Down by 7. Handled by Wells. Kindred a back set. Joust at the net between Young and Freed. They're going to say Young's hit was a 4th hit. 24-18. Good serve from North Vermilion. Unable to be handled by the Tigers. Point North Vermilion. That makes it 24-19. Freed still serving. Handled by Stone. Pushed across from Wells. Hoffman a free ball to North Vermilion. Falcons, Martin swing. To the court it goes. Went over the block, then over the head of Kindred to the deck. It's 24-20. Freed still serving. To Stone. Kindred is set. Young trying to finish it, and she will. Off a Falcon to the court. Point Paris. Set to the Tigers. And the Tigers take the third set, hanging around to make sure there were no wave goodbyes from the team. There are not. Looks like we'll keep playing. Let's take a break, and we'll be back with more volleyball action as we still figure out what's going on here in Cayuga.
Our pregame show is sponsored by White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195.
We are ready for set number 4 as an ace right off the bat from Emily Wells. Gets us started. It's 1-0 Paris. After the Tigers won that third set, half of the Paris fans got up to exit the gym. Most have come back as Kendra Young earns another point for the Tigers. 2-0 early Tiger lead. A lot of the players were looking up to their families. They're holding up 1, so hopefully that means, I think that means they just need to win one more set. That's what I took that for. Another point for the Tigers. It's 3-0. Wells still serving. Handled by North Vermilion. Free ball coming. Handled by Stone. Wells is set. Backwards to Harkar. Lefty swing. Goes long. Point North Vermilion. Scoreboard says 1 set apiece. So I'm not getting any hints at how many sets we're playing here this evening, and I know the score is 2-1 Tigers. As far as sets goes, another point goes North Vermilion's way. It's 3-2. One of the teams that North Vermilion has played is Attica. Looked at their schedule because they've had 6 matches, trying to get an indication of how many sets are typically played. Attica's played 3 games of 3 sets and 3 games of 5 sets, as far as best of 3, best of 5. So that didn't help either. Tigers are in the serve back. Kemper behind the line, took it for the Tigers, and Young on the attack, unable to get any of it as it glanced off of the heel of her palm. To the floor it goes on the Tiger side, point North Vermilion. Serve handled by Kemper. Wells is set. Young pushes one deep, handled by North Vermilion. Good idea from Young after so many times of sending it to the court in front of that 10-foot line. Changing things up. And the Tigers eventually earn the point. Young now to serve, well long it goes, point North Vermilion. I knew Kurt would come through. Best of 5 confirmed. Appreciate it, Mr. Pinkston. Good swing from Bishop, handled by North Vermilion, however. McClaskey a chance now, far side. Fading away, didn't get much on it. Falcons into their offense. Near side swing. Minor. Maybe lucky she didn't get called for a double hit there. She knows she didn't get contact the way she wanted to. Then a side out, but a tip call gives a point to North Vermilion. House rules, right? That's where we're playing 5 tonight. Harkar sends one up into the standard. Minor's got to try to get it over on the third hit. Can't, however, point North Vermilion. Martin serving into the net. Point Paris. Six. Samantha Kindred checking in to serve. Good serve. North Vermilion handles, pushes one over. Minor dives. Excellent place ball. Tigers had 3 right up at the net. Minor had to sprint in and lay out to even try to get to it. Unable to keep it alive at 7-6 North Vermilion. Minor digs this time. McClaskey swing near side into the net, point Falcons. serve from Naylor was directed right in between Wells and Kemper. Kemper's the one who got her forearms on it. Looked like she pulled up just a bit, knowing that Wells was right there, heard footsteps. That resulted in a receiving error, but Tigers run that point right back. It's 9-7 and now have the serve. Stone serving, floats one over. Overpass goes to Bishop. Kindred to Bishop, a swing off of the block of Kane from North Vermilion. Swing near side. Minor handles. Her and Stone nearly collide. They avoid that. Hoffman pushes one to Kane. Set for North Vermilion. Kane right back from the center of the court. Handled by Kindred on the other side. Bishop, a one-arm swing up into the air, but not enough air underneath of it for Minor to get there. Point North Vermilion. North Vermilion leads. Hoffman, free ball over. Up to the court it goes as libero Naylor dives to get that one. Unable to, and it's 10-8 North Vermilion. Minor back to serve. Handled by North Vermilion. Really close to the net, too close, and the setter wasn't sure what to do with it. And the error will result in a point for Paris. Minor still serving. North Vermilion through their set. Into the net goes a swing from Martin. Point Paris. Been a while since Martin has gotten one to fall in play. Keep her out of rhythm. Tigers always stand a chance to run off a handful of points in a row, but their 2-point streak will be snapped here as North Vermilion earns the serve back. Bailey serving, handled by Stone. And Kindred got a piece of it, but ball falls between a few Tigers. Point North Vermilion. Bailey still serving. Into the back row, that's Minor. Kindred a set for Young. Falling backwards, didn't get as much on it as she would have liked. Martin goes off speed, and she's just flustered right now as she's unable to get it over the net. Attacking air, point Paris. Wells to serve. Going after Bailey once more. This time she handles it, and a push off the block attempt from Hoffman lands out of bounds. But after the tip, it's a point North Vermilion. Kane serving to Minor. Set from Wells. Pushed into the corner from Kendra Young. Executes what she was trying to do earlier. Last time she put a little more air under it. This time a line drive to that corner of the court where nobody was for North Vermilion. Point Paris. Kemper in the serve. Ace for Emma Kemper. Line drive serve right into the center of that North Vermilion defense. And we're tied up at 13. Serve into the far back corner this time. Handled by North Vermilion. Swing, but handled by Minor. McClaskey a swing from the 10-foot line. North Vermilion in their offense. Here is Martin back into the contest with a kill. 14-13. Freed serving. Minor handles. Wells sets. Young pushes one down, handled by North Vermilion, but Young gets back up, swats it into the hands of a Falcon. Handles for a second, but they were never able to get the ball back over the net. 4-hit violation makes it 14-14. Kendra Young serving. Handled by Bailey. And then Free tries to bump one over the net, but into the net she goes. Point Tigers. Young goes after Free this time. Freed unable to handle. Just like the Tigers did earlier. Looked like Naylor this time was encroaching on Freed's space. And that results in another point for the Tigers as they extend their lead to 2. Timeout called by North Vermilion. (16-14). Tigers lead here in this 4th set. Young still serving. Sends one over. Handled by North Vermilion. Martin goes off speed again. Side out, point Tigers. Ava Martin's played 10 for the last set and a half, and then a line drive serve from Kendra Young confuses the North Vermilion defense. Give Young an ace, and it's 18-14. Another good serve. This one handled, however, by Naylor. Davis puts a swing on it that goes long. Point Tigers. It's 19-14. 5-point advantage and another timeout called by North Vermilion. This time we'll take a break and we'll be back here to wrap up this 4th set. You're listening to the Parasports Network.
Cargill Dry Corn Ingredients, located on the west side of Paris. We believe the world eats better when we eat together. That's Cargill, helping the world thrive.
(19-14). Young still serving. Naylor digs for North Vermilion. Swing from Martin in play this time, handled by Kemper. Wells is set for McClaskey, who pushes one over the block of the Falcons. This time Davis swung into the hands of McClaskey, who put a nice swing on it. Handled by Naylor, though. Davis another swing. McClaskey once more, whistle blows, and a double hit called on the Tigers. Martin to serve. Minor digs. Wells sets. Bishop pushes one over. Handled by North Vermilion. Comes a swing off the block of Harkar, who got a piece of it. Now she'll get a swing opportunity into the net, and no, Bailey stayed clean on that play as the Falcons have made this a 2-point ball game. Martin serving. Bishop a swing. To Martin in the back row. Pushed over on the second hit from North Vermilion. Wells back set. Harkar left-handed swing. Jacoba, however, can't keep it in play. Point North Vermilion. Falcons in a must-win set 4 have gotten this back to a 1-point contest. Martin still serving. Handled by Kemper. Wells sets to McClaskey. Pushes one over. Now a flat-footed swing into the hands of Minor. McClaskey gets it back over towards North Vermilion. Through their set, and then out of bounds it goes as Davis knocked it too far wide. And it's 20-18. Harkar checks out. Samantha Kindred checks in to serve. Kindred, a good serve, handled by Naylor. However, can they get over? They will not. It'll fall short. 21-18. Give all credit to the serve of Kindred as she'll head back for her second. This serve, however, hits off the tape and falls on the wrong side. Service error, point North Vermilion. Naylor to serve. Floats one over. Kemper handles. Kindred sets for Bishop. Good swing from Jaden. Knocked up in the air by Martin. Hustling is Naylor to save it. North Vermilion gets it back across. Kindred to set. Bishop another swing. Off of the hands of North Vermilion. Falcon and out of bounds. Point Paris. Two huge swings from Jaden Bishop. And the serve will belong to Rachel Stone. Tigers up 3. Stone goes center of the court to Martin. Dug out there. Kane knocks one off the top of the net. Falls on North Vermilion's side. Point Paris. Stone serving and off of the hands of Martin, who has just completely lost it here in this match after looking so dominant from the attacks earlier in this one for North Vermilion. Is able to handle this serve. 1 point away are the Tigers. Swing to the center of the court. Hoffman, one hand, got a piece of it. Then saved by Kindred. Wells pushed it over, but they're going to call a center line violation on Kindred. I think Samantha would have been fine, but she used her hands to stand up. And her hands are on the wrong side of half court. Serve belongs to the Falcons. Tigers will look to do it from the defensive end. Bishop goes deep. Handled by North Vermilion. Near side swing, flat-footed. Stone digs. Kindred sets. Bishop another swing. Off balance, out of bounds. Point North Vermilion. Tycee Crabtree serving for North Vermilion. Goes short. Handled by Stone. Overpass, though. North Vermilion goes up and attacks and scores it. That's Jenna Bailey who earns the point and gets the Falcons back within 2. Minor digs this serve. Kindred sets. Hoffman fades away, gets it back over the net. North Vermilion through their offense. Far side, pushed across, looking for that back corner and finds it. That was Lindsey Freed who knew where the defense was. 24-23. We'll see if a timeout's called. It will be by Coach Pinkson as the Falcons have crept back into this one and now trail by 1. Thanks again for joining us here on the Paris Sports Network. Tigers 1 point away from their first victory here in 2021. Thanks also to our sponsors that you've been hearing about all broadcast during commercials. Appreciate their support for making this possible. And great to be on the road here in person. Watch this one. Kindred gives it to Stone. Free ball over. Martin digs. Set coming. Near side. Pushed over. Again where there are no defenders, and that'll tie the game up as Bailey earns the 24th point of this 4th set for North Vermilion. And Crabtree will continue serving. Minor digs. Kindred sets. Bishop, another swing. Off of the block of Kane, and down the court it goes. Jaden Bishop gets the serve back for the Tigers. She'll head to the bench as Kendra Young checks back in, and it's 25-24. Becca Minor serving. Minor into the net. Jenna Bailey now behind the service line for the Falcons. She'll go service error herself. How about that? 26-25. Match point again for the Tigers. Harkar checked back in for Kindred. Well serving. Gets one over. And a heck of a dig there from the Falcons. Kept this ball game alive for him. Hoffman floats one over. Another diving attempt. Saves it. Martin into the back row. Handled by Stone. Young bumps one across. North Vermilion through their offense. Got a chance at a swing. That's Martin. Dug out by Stone. Might have been off of a tip from the block as well as Young gets it back over. North Vermilion back set this time. They go away from Martin. Stone handles. Set from Wells. Cross court Hoffman a swing. Off the tape. Handled by North Vermilion. Martin sets. Cross court free ball over. Good chance Tigers. Stone. Wells. Swing from Young into the net. Down to the court on Paris's side. Point North Vermilion. Boy, that point had all the build-up Tigers could have asked for to finish this one off, just unable to do it. Kane now to serve. Coach Pinkston, a quick discussion with the down official. Then I take my headset off quick enough to hear what that was about as Kane sends one across. Dug out by Hoffman. Young pushes one back corner, and it's out of bounds. Missed the line by 4 or 5 inches. And North Vermilion now has set point, and with that we will get Coach Pinkston's timeout called. We set it 27-26, North Vermilion. Falcons back out onto the court, as are the Tigers. Kane serving for the set for North Vermilion. Wells, Hoffman, Minor, Stone, Harkar, and Young on the court for the Tigers. Kane serves. Minor handles. Wells sets. Young center court. Down off of Kane and well out of bounds. Point Paris. So much new going on this year for the Tigers. One thing to keep an eye on is who do the Tigers go to when you need a point? This time it's Kendra Young. Kemper into serve. Great serve, but dug out by Naylor. Handled by the Falcons, pushed over from Martin. Dug out by Minor. Wells a set. Young again. This time uses both hands to push it across. North Vermilion, a swing from Martin. Handled by Kemper. Good dig, but it sailed over the net. And the overpass is attacked by Martin, who got up on defense and slammed it home. It's 28-27. Thought that dig was going to go right to where Emma wanted it to. Instead, it lands up in the lap of Martin, who knows what to do with it. She's back on a roll, but a service error gives it right back to Paris. Bishop and Minor switch. Bishop at the net. Young behind the service line. Good serve, Kendra. Handled by Naylor. Martin a swing. And that ball was right in between Young and Kemper. Young able to get a hand on it as Kemper gave her room. But just too good of a swing. Off of Young, out of bounds. Point North Vermilion. Martin to serve. Handled by Kemper. Set by Wells. McClaskey swing from the attack line. Handled by North Vermilion. Near side, pushed across, looking for this corner where nobody was. Harker was able to get there, but then she sent out of bounds. Point North Vermilion. Set North Vermilion. And we will head to a fifth here in Cayuga. If not only for this match, this next set will be huge for a young Tiger team. We'll see how they react, and we'll see it all unfold after this quick commercial break. You're listening to the Parasports Network.
Cargill Dry Corn Ingredients, located on the west side of Paris. We believe the world eats better when we eat together. That's Cargill, helping the world thrive. The Parasports Network would like to give a big thank you to our affiliate sponsors Dan and Sherry Hutchings, Steve and Lynn Young, Paul and Kathy Porter, Denny and Mary Lou Pine, and Tom and Marnita Stuck. Church Insurance is an independent agency specializing in home and auto, life and health, as well as business and farm insurance. For over 100 years, Church Insurance has been servicing Edgar and surrounding counties. Stop by their office at 116 East Court Street and talk to Bruce, Ann, or Tay, and let them take care of your insurance needs. You can also give them a call at 465-4022 or visit their website at churchinsagency.com.
Time for set number 5 here from North Vermilion High School. Teams tied at 2 sets apiece. First team to 15 will take this fifth. Serving first is North Vermilion. Minor digs. Went right back over the net. So does North Vermilion. Then a swing from Young off the block of the Falcons. To the court it goes. Point Paris. Apologize for my scoreboard last couple sets. Didn't realize it froze, but believe we are reset and everything should look good on the screen now. Appreciate you joining and hanging around for a little late night volleyball as we are in fifth set action, and an ace from Emily Wells makes it 2-0. Wells, Stone, Miner, Hoffman, Young, and Harkar on the court for the Tigers. Free ball coming from Martin, handled by Stone. Wells to Young, pushed over. Back corner she goes. North Vermilion is going to be called for a lift. Point Paris. Wells still serving. 3-0 Tigers, make it 3-1 after the service error. Kane to serve for North Vermilion. Kane, short serve. Stone able to get enough of it. That'll work better than a point given up. And a big swing from Martin as she started to find her groove again that last set. This time hammers one home. It's 3-2. Kane ready. Delivers one to the Tiger defense. Wells sets. Young unable to get anything on it. But then, Harkar got it over, ran into the net. As she tried to make sure that ball didn't land on the Tiger side. Did a good job of that, but net violation or centerline violation. Either way, it's 3-3. Kane still serving into the net, though, and it's 4-3 Paris. Kane rattled off a couple of service point wins in a row. But the Tigers have the serve back now, and it'll be Emma Kemper behind the service line. Kemper serves. Line drive serve off of a Falcon to the court as a couple of them were chasing along. Ace for Emma Kemper, point Tigers. Another serve for Kemper. This one handled by Naylor. Up in the air to Martin. A swing that goes long. No tip. Point Tigers. And a timeout called by North Vermilion as this race to 15 is in sight for the Tigers. They have a 3-point advantage at 6-3. Both teams don't spend a lot of time in the huddle that timeout. So they are back out onto the court. Kemper ready to serve. Far corner, handled by North Vermilion. Hit across, off the tape, and to the court it goes is Davis. As Young was there for the block, but she never had a chance as the deflection off the net favored North Vermilion. Tigers in their offense. Wells a set from McClaskey far side. McClaskey a good swing. Naylor saves it. Martin floats one up back row. Minor had it, then trying to get out of the way so Kemper could take a shot at it. Unable to do so. Point North Vermilion. Minor handles this time. Wells is set to Harkar. Left-handed swing out of bounds. Jacoba. Point North Vermilion. Six now. Wells sets again. Young a swing, looking for that back corner. Sends it out of bounds though, and 4 straight for North Vermilion have given the Falcons the lead. Wells another set. McClaskey swing this time too long. Point North Vermilion. And we might get a timeout. No, not yet from Coach Pinkston. Going to let her team battle through this one. It's 8-6. Tigers trail by 2. High toss and serve. Handled by Kemper to Wells. Harkar gets the point. All these swings and heavy hits from Jacoba, and that's the one that gets her the point. Sigh of relief from Jacoba. Point Paris, 8-7. Young serves off the tape, then digs it after the one hit from North Vermilion. Back into the Falcon offense. Martin a swing, dug out by Kemper. Well set, cross court McClaskey. Swing from Jaden. In the back row, there's Naylor. Second hit over from North Vermilion. Handled by the Tigers. Bishop sends a free ball over. Near side set. Martin a swing off the Tiger block up into the air. McClaskey's there. Wells sets, back to McClaskey, a swing to the court. Jaden McClaskey, big point, we're tied up at 8. Young serving in an 8-8 ball game, handed by Naylor. Set for Martin, a big swing inbound for Ava Martin, and it's 9-8 North Vermilion. Young checks out. Harkar, Minor, and Kemper in the back line for the Tigers. Martin now serving to Minor. Wells a set. McClaskey pushes one over into the center of that North Vermilion defense. Free ball coming. That was from Bailey. Tigers, Bishop, swing and out of bounds with no tip on the block attempt. Point North Vermilion. The towel makes another appearance tonight. That'll happen in 5-set ball games. It's 10-8 here in this 5th. North Vermilion with the lead and the serve. Tigers through their offense, out of system, but Harkar is able to get it over. North Vermilion now has to get it over. They do, but it's out of bounds, side out, point Paris. Samantha Kindred checks in to serve. Towel back out at the same spot on North Vermilion side. And now we're set. Tigers trail by 1. It's 10-9. Kindred to serve. Good serve, handled by North Vermilion. Free ball coming over. Kemper, Kindred to set. Swing from Bishop coming. Off the block to the court. Jaden Bishop again. (10-10). Kindred to serve. Into the net. Service error. Point North Vermilion. Libero Naylor serving. Kemper digs. Kindred sets. Bishop off the block. North Vermilion keeps it alive. Cross court set and an attacking error by Jenna Bailey. Point Paris. Stone and Hoffman check back in for the Tigers. Stone serving. Naylor handles. Second head attack from North Vermilion goes out of bounds. Point Paris. (12-11). Timeout called by North Vermilion. Reminder, this is a set played to 15. Win by 2. Tigers lead 12-11. Stone back out. Stands behind the service line for the Tigers. Samantha Kindred. Becca Minor out there as well, along with Emily Wells, Jaden Bishop, and Carradine Hoffman. Stone gets the signal from the official, sends one over. North Vermilion in their offense. Kane pushes one over. Hoffman, Kindred sets backwards, and they're going to call her for a double hit. Point North Vermilion. So it'll be Crabtree to serve. Handled by Minor. Kindred sets Bishop. Swing out of bounds. Jaden. Point North Vermilion. Big point here for the Tigers. Don't want to face a match point. Crabtree delivers. Minor, Kindred, Bishop had to run and get that one, able to get it across. Then a one-person block attempt from Wells sets the Tigers offense up. Hoffman got it over. Falcons barely get it over themselves. Kindred gives to Hoffman. Flat-footed swing from Hoffman. Falcons looking for that spot on the court where nobody is. Minor was able to get there, but then sent it out of bounds, and we are at match point for North Vermilion. Crabtree serving, gets it over the net, handled by Minor. Kindred had to run and get there. Bishop got to get above a free ball. Falcons through their offense. Back set, pushed across, ain't nobody there for the Tigers, and North Vermilion has come back and taken the 4th and 5th set to defeat your Tigers here in Cayuga. Tigers so close to the first victory of the season. A lot of better play from just about everybody on the roster tonight. Another discussion with the officials here. Just took a moment to see how that ended. But that's how this one will end, with the North Vermilion Falcons taking 3 of 5 sets from your Paris Tigers, who traveled over here into Indiana and put up a heck of a fight. And again, high hopes for this team. Very young, not in these types of situations much in their high school careers, if ever so far. And that's one that will stick with the young team and remind them what all the work in the practices they put in is for. That is it for volleyball matches this week. We will pick up, I believe, next week. And when that match day does come, you can be sure to find all the action here on the Paris Sports Network. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Appreciate your support along with our sponsor support. And we'll look forward to talking to you again on away contest here on the Paris Sports Network, and hope to see you at Paris High School for the first home match. With that, I am Clay Best signing off here. You've been listening to the Paris Sports Network.
You've been listening to Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network, brought to you by White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, Lot 50 Brewing, Church Insurance Agency, Cargill Dry Corn Ingredients, Diamond Brothers Insurance, Ingram Waste Disposal, Seed Solutions, Allied IFS, Country Financial, Lake Ridge Christian Church, State Farm Insurance Agent Terry Elliston, Eagle Ridge Golf Course, Diamond Financial Consultants, Soleil Body Salon, Great Heart Seed, and our affiliate sponsors, Dan and Sherry Hutchings, Steve and Lynn Young, Paul and Kathy Porter, Denny and Mary Lou Pine, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Doc and Donna Moody, Jeff and Stephanie Moody at Moody Farms, Chad and Stephanie Crampton, and Mark, Amy, Salem, and Sarah Isa.